You know, for basically all of human history, the map was a lie. I'm not talking about the coastlines or the continents. Those were mostly right. I'm talking about the idea that you could actually get from here to there. The world wasn't some globe you could just go out and explore. It was a prison. And the bars weren't made of iron. They were made of mountains and oceans. A mountain range? That might as well have been the edge of the universe. An ocean? That was a void. A place where maps just said, "Here be monsters." This is the story of how we broke out of that prison. It's the story of how a few brilliant engineering breakthroughs let us shatter the limits of geography and connect the entire globe. For thousands of years, distance was the ultimate bully. Think about it. The spread of ideas, trade, even empires, all moved at the speed of a human on foot. If you were born on one side of a mountain, you'd likely live and die without ever knowing what was on the other side. This wasn't just an inconvenience, it shaped destinies. Cultures grew up in total isolation from one another, and progress was painfully slow. The natural barriers of our world were the boundaries of our world. To change that, we had to do more than just walk. We had to build. The first great leap forward was literally carved in stone. The Roman Empire, in its quest to control a massive territory, engineered a solution that would echo for centuries: the Roman road. And these weren't just dirt tracks. They were marvels of engineering, multi-layered, built with foundations of packed earth and stone, and crowned for drainage. Suddenly, legions, messengers, and merchants could move with a speed that was simply unheard of. This network of stone arteries pumped life across the continent, holding a massive empire together and laying the groundwork for the highways we use today. For the very first time, a line on a map truly, physically, connected two distant points. So we conquered the land, but the oceans, they remained our final, most fearsome frontier. For centuries, sailors just hugged the coastlines, absolutely terrified of the open water. But slowly, a series of nautical game-changers from the magnetic compass to the sextant started to turn the tide. We were learning to read the stars and map the seas. This all culminated in one of the most audacious engineering projects ever, the Panama Canal. Finished in 1914, this 82-kilometer, 50-mile channel literally carved a path through a continent to merge two oceans. It completely revolutionized global trade, slashing thousands of miles off shipping routes and turning a months-long nightmare of a journey into a matter of hours. Then the 19th century came along and brought a force that would shrink the world at a dizzying pace: steam power. The railway didn't just cross the land, it devoured it. Continents were stitched together with ribbons of steel, making it possible to move huge amounts of goods and people faster than ever imagined. This relentless drive to tunnel through any obstacle reached its modern peak with the Channel Tunnel. Completed in 1994, this 50-kilometer, 31.5-mile rail tunnel dives deep beneath the English Channel, connecting Britain and France. A journey that once took hours of battling waves now takes just 35 minutes. It's a massive concrete and steel testament to our refusal to let a sea stand in our way. The final barrier to fall was the sky itself. Now, the Wright brothers' first flight in 1903 cracked open the door, but it was the jet age that blew it off its hinges. The arrival of wide-body airliners like the Boeing 747, which entered service in 1970, turned flying from a crazy luxury into something almost routine. Suddenly, crossing an ocean wasn't the adventure of a lifetime, it was something you could do in a single day. The map wasn't just broken, it was becoming irrelevant. Those impassable mountains and endless oceans of our ancestors, they were now just pretty scenery from a window at 30,000 feet. These incredible projects are so much more than concrete and steel. They're chapters in the story of human ambition. From the Golden Gate Bridge to the International Space Station, our need to connect has literally reshaped our world. So what do you think? What engineering breakthrough had the biggest impact on conquering distance? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy stories about how we engineered the modern world, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's next. From the first paved Roman road to a laboratory orbiting our planet, we have systematically taken apart the barriers that once kept us isolated. Every breakthrough was a rebellion against our geographical prison. We now live in a world our ancestors could only dream of, a world of instant communication and global travel. where distance is no longer the tyrant it once was. The map is no longer a prison, it's an invitation. And the human drive to explore and connect means our journey is far from over.